Hi, I'm Amy Shannon from Amy's Bookshelf Reviews, and this is a special edition. It's the review for a banned, burned, or challenged book. This book, No Banned Books, is a very important cause to me. I think that all books deserve to be read, and the great ones deserve to be finished. And that's just, it's, just how I feel. Of course, there are books that have age limits on it. That's just what we do. We read books based on our maturity. I read books of any kind for pretty much any target audience, children to adults. There's only certain ones I don't read. Now there is a very long list of banned books, and I go through them and I look at the ones that I think might be interesting for me to read. And those are the ones I will purchase first and that I have been purchasing. This book that I'm about to share with you is called Go Ask Alice, and the author is considered to be anonymous. This is what they call a series of anonymous diaries, and there are a few books that follow, and they're about different people, but through the perspective of writing in a diary. Actually, I first read Go Ask Alice when I was probably 13 or 14. And when I was doing my research on banned books, I saw that this was on a list. Back when I was a kid, I wasn't thinking that this book was banned. I got it out of the library and I loved it so much that I had purchased it. I don't know what happened to my original copy, but I purchased it again. I'm trying to, all the banned books, whenever possible, purchase the paperback version. So I actually have them in my hand. I can read them. So this is Go Ask Alice. Basically about the book. A teen plunges into a downward spiral of addiction in this classic cautionary tale. It started when she was served a soft drink with LSD in a dangerous party game. Within months, she was hooked and trapped in a downward spiral that took her from her comfortable home and her loving family to the mean streets of an unforgiving city. It was a journey that would rob her of her innocence, her youth, and ultimately her life. Read her diary, enter her world, and you will never forget her. For 35 years, the acclaimed best-selling first-person account of a teenage girl's harrowing descent into the nightmarish world of drugs has left an indelible mark on generations of teen readers. As powerful and as timely today as ever, Go Ask Alice remains the definitive book on the horrors of addiction. Now, so I picked up the book and I reread it and I wrote my review. And then when I went and posted my review, I looked at the other reviews for this book, and I couldn't believe the ratings on a lot of the reviews, why someone would read it and, and just write terrible things about the story. They say, oh, it sounded fake, things like that. This, from the way she talks, I assumed it was in the 60s. The original, the first edition was printed in 1972. So it's, let's see, 50, just like me, or I will be 50. So, and this, I remember this book because it made an impact on me as a teenager. Even though it was from a different era, you could understand it. So let me just read a section and then I'll get to my review. Let's see, January 24th. That's how each one is just a month and a date. And sometimes there's a question mark because she's so stoned, she doesn't know what day it is. Oh, damn, 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 it's happened again. I don't know whether to scream with glory or cover myself in ash and sackcloth whatever that means. Anyone who says pot and acids are not addicting is a damn stupid raving idiot, unenlightened fool. I've been on them since July 10th, and when I've been off them, I've been scared to death to even think about anything that looks or seems like dope. All the time, pretending to myself that I could take it or leave it. All the dumb idiot kids who think they are only chirping and in reality are just existing from one experience to the other. After you had it, there isn't even life without drugs. It's a plodding, colorless, desolate, bare existence, and it stinks. And I'm glad I'm back. Glad, glad, glad. I've never had it better than I had it last night. Each new time was the best time, and Chris feels the same way. Last night when she called and asked me to come over, I knew something terrible had happened. She sounded like she didn't know what to do. But when I got there and smelled the incredible smell, I just sat on the floor of her room with her and cried and smoked. It was beautiful and wonderful, and we had been with it without it for so long. I'll never be able to express how really great it is. Later, I called Mother and told her I would be spending the night with Chris because she was a little bit depressed. Depressed? No. One in the world, but a doper could know the true opposite of depressed. So it's a very powerful book. There are a lot of entries of her not wanting to do drugs and then doing drugs and things that happened to her while she was stoned or whatever you call it. So my review is I gave it 5 stars, and I said that it's a powerful read and should be read by many, and I mean it. Go Ask Alice is a powerful read as it's the story of a young girl and the words of her life that she shares through her diary. I remember when I first read this, I was probably 13 or 14. It shares the life of Alice and comes from the diary of a young girl who is introduced to LSD when her drink is spiked. Her life is full of ups and downs, including addictions to not just drugs, but an eating disorder. She's attracted to people that aren't the best influence on her. And from the way she talks about her life, I'm guessing it takes place in the 60s, and the fact that the first edition was printed in 1972. To be honest, it's a story that continues to happen to teens and older and younger people every day. It's a story that should be told, and it should be read by as many people as possible, parents and teens alike. When the diary ends, the reader feels like Alice is going in one direction when in fact she goes in another direction, according to the epilogue. This book is a popularly banned book, and it should not be banned or censored. It is one of those horrors of teen addiction and how misunderstood teens, or those who have parents that don't seem to listen, are more likely to find that high or low to escape the world, whether it's from escape from school or just home life. There are other books in the anonymous diaries, and even though I haven't read them yet, I plan on it. So this has been Amy's Bookshelf Reviews, a review of a banned, burned, or challenged book. And I just want to say, if you read it, review it. Thank you, and be well.